taking a smart approach to our budget isn't the only example of exceptionalism in action. Our first responders ensure the health and safety of our community and are the reason that we remain the safest city in Texas and one of the safest cities in the country, which we are very proud of and proud of them. Our police and fire departments understand the importance of being involved in the community and can be seen all over town, from visiting classrooms at local schools to providing help and support at local events. To ensure we remain a safe place to call home, our police department focuses on much of their effort on educating the community and taking a very proactive approach to prevent crime. So let's listen to our new police chief, Michael Miller, describe these efforts.
Hi, I'm Michael Miller, the Chief of Police here in Colleyville, and I've been serving in this role since May of 2018. And I wanted to just talk a little bit about how we've increased our community engagement. When I first got into the department, what I noticed was that they were doing a lot of great things out in the community and engaging with the community. We just had no way of really telling that story. So one of the things that we did was develop a social media program here within the police department where we were able to share now those stories. We got on Nextdoor, we got on Facebook, and we got on Twitter. We've also created 2 new civilian positions that are called public safety officers. And those are going to be extra eyes and ears that are going to be civilian personnel. They're going to be driving our marked vehicles that say public service officer, and they're going to be able to direct traffic and interact with the community. We expect them to also interact with you and get to know you, and you get to know them. Coming in from the outside, one of the most unique things that I noticed about Colleyville is that the Colleyville Police Department has a Citizens on Patrol organization. We have more Citizens on Patrol volunteers than we have full-time police officers here in Colleyville. That speaks to our partnership with the community. These are citizens who live in Colleyville who are actually spending their time, their free time, coming up here, getting in our vehicles and being extra eyes and ears in our community and really helping us achieve our mission of keeping Colleyville safe. So in Colleyville, we actually call ourselves a community policing police department. And many departments across the nation say that they're embrace community policing, but it is really part of our DNA. It's how we go about business every day.
Thank you, Chief Miller, and I can tell you that Citizens on Patrol operation is quite impressive. And the approaches Chief Miller described are the reasons why Colleyville remains the safest city in Texas. In addition to taking a proactive approach to crime, the police department worked diligently with Grapevine-Colleyville Independent School District, Keller Independent School District, and the Grapevine Police Department to develop and implement a robust school safety plan. This included an increased presence of police patrol officers on all campuses, enhanced officer training, and ongoing coordination with school officials and emergency responders, among many other measures. And we appreciate Dr. Ryan, our superintendent, and the police department for making this a top priority. I think you will agree with me that there is nothing more important than the safety of our children. Now, since I mentioned Dr. Ryan, I want to take a minute to recognize and congratulate Dr. Ryan on being named the Region 11 Superintendent of the Year for 2018 by the Texas Association of School Boards. So that deserves applause. Dr. Ryan here, I think I saw him walk in. At any rate, in addition, not only was Dr. Ryan recognized for his work, but the GCISD School Board of Trustees was selected as the 2018 Outstanding School Board for the entire state of Texas. And we are really blessed. We are really blessed to have such a superb school district in our community. Over the last year, the fire department added additional ambulance to their fleet and upgraded the garage doors at all 3 fire stations. The new technology, combined with our firefighters' continuous training and dedication, has made this a year of many happy endings. Just last year, our firefighters and police officers saved 5 lives. That's phenomenal. That's more saves than most first responders will experience in their entire lifetime. In each of these cases, the first responders' efforts resuscitated someone in full cardiac arrest. So let's listen to an amazing story told by Bill Tilley, who is one of the survivors.
So it was the Friday after Thanksgiving, and my whole family was at home.
On Friday, November 24th, it was a B shift. Truck 241, Medic 241 caught a call.
My wife thought that I had just fainted, and she came over and saw that my lips had already turned blue. Terry, William, and Braden were the first to arrive, and I guess Donna was doing compressions at that time, and they just kind of slid her out of the way. They moved her into the living room, and then William and Robert got there, the EMTs, and I guess they kind of took over the scene.
We showed up shortly after, went through first few rounds of CPR and CPR medications. We shocked the patient 3 times, got a pulse back on scene, so we quickly loaded him up, moved to the ambulance, gave some medicine to put him into a coma, intubated him, to protect his airway and breathe for him, and then we transported him to the hospital.
In Dr. Thelman's words, I survived a sudden cardiac death. Just being in the community that we are, knowing that in the midst of this big metroplex that Colleyville, really takes care of their own, and we've got that connection with everybody. And I certainly have a different feeling now every time I drive past the fire station on 26. I'll always do a little look over and a wave to those guys, whether they see me or not, and obviously never forget what happened, and always appreciate the training and the commitment that they've put into their careers and their service to our community.
I don't know if you caught one of the things that Bill Tilley said, but it really impresses me. He said, "My doctor told me I survived a sudden cardiac death." Now, that only happens if somebody's there immediately, practically, and starts chest compression. So our first responders are fast, they're skilled, they're exceptionally talented and proactive. And I can tell you, we cannot thank our first responders enough for the work that they do on our behalf. And I want all the first responders that are in this room, would you please stand up? We need to give you guys a round of applause. So please stand up. Come on. They are truly exceptional.